Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is the principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia. So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. This second schedule. So this amendment is against second schedule, item 60.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is the principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim, because he doesn't even know what is Islam. If you are a Muslim, you have to live your life according to the dictates of Sharia. From the time you are born up to the time you will marry, the relationship between you and your parents when you are small, your responsibility to them or their responsibility to you, the relationship between you and your wife, if you marry, how you will marry, your responsibility to your wife, then your responsibility to the neighbors, to the entire society, is all defined under Islam, under Sharia. That is what is called Sharia. It is not just the capital punishment that people are talking about. This is just part of one aspect of Sharia. The major aspect of Sharia is called mu'amala. That is how you relate to human beings, other human, even animals. There are ways we have to cut and kill our animals. There are ways you enter toilet. There is way you come out of toilet. So everything in Islam is defined under Sharia. So it's a code of life for Muslims. So as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
In Nigeria, Sharia has been instituted as a main body of civil and criminal law in 12 Muslim majority states since 1999, when the then Zamfara state governor Ahmed Sani Yerima began the push for the institution of Sharia at the state level of the government. A declaration of full Sharia law was made in the 12 states in that year, and the states created Islamic legal institutions such as Sharia Commission and Zakata Commission and a Hizbah, a sort of an Islamic police, according to some critics like Neil Igwe, the chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Humanist Association of Nigeria then.
This is serious. I want you to please pay attention to this video. Very important. We know what is going on, because this problem now is getting too much. It's getting out of hand, and there is a reason for this. This is not just saying insecurity. It has happened before. Opposition, this, that. No. What is happening now is beyond opposition. What is happening today is beyond opposition, and I want you to please pay attention to this. Now, and this is where the problem started, and this is the problem, because we have different religions in this country, and this is not we have different religions in this country. I don't know why some religion wants to take advantage of the others, and taking advantage, you know, this thing is not going to work, and you want to make it mandatory for people. It's not going to work. It can only cause problem, and the problem is what we are saying today, and this is just the beginning, and something has to be done about it. Do you understand? You listen to what he just said now. So listen to this man who was once in military intelligence, who served for, this is not a new video. When issues like this arises, you have to go back to the root, know where the problem is coming from. We're seeing it in time of Buhari, and it's happening today. We cannot keep quiet again. People cannot keep quiet again. This is not even the time to keep quiet, because it's even affecting everyone in this country. Not like, wait, now it has not gotten to your turn. It has not happened to you or your relatives. If it has not happened to you listening to me now, I guess it has happened to your relatives, your families, your friends, one way or the other. Do you understand? And this is still the beginning. Now, it's getting out of hand, and we cannot because of any reason keep quiet again. Right? Other religions has to wake up, and if other religion wakes up, it will be a problem. And once the problem comes, all the two religions are doing the same thing, there will be no peace in the country. Nobody will even talk about development in the country. And now, just look at it. For this last month, now month of November, till this time, nobody even talks about the development, what is going on, and everybody are busy talking about insecurity, kidnapping. That's the topic on the day that people have been talking about. Do you understand? So take your time, watch this video. We'll come back and talk about it. Very, very important. You are going to listen. See, maybe you are not seeing this video before. You are going to hear something today now that will shock you. Please pay attention. As don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Very important.
Quran chapter number 9 verse number 29. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders the Muslims to kill the Christians, Jews, and if they do not surrender, then they have to pay jizya. Jizya is basically protection money.
They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset, and we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation, and they're in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them, because it is the DIA that conducted the operations that arrested these sponsors. So they know them. Why is the government, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces?
The general area of Afaka, where where the NDA is cited, is no stranger to this sort of attacks. Before now, I mean, a few other institutions around the Defense Academy have also been attacked. Talking about the Institute of Agriculture and Forestry, Mechanized Division, something to that effect. I can't remember the exact name of the institution now, but we do know that they have been around this area. Now, I'm looking at the front page of Daily Trust newspapers, and they have this: why NDA security was compromised. And the first writer says, bandits leave peacefully. Peacefully is in parenthesis, near academy. There have been questions before now that sometimes, you know, this happened in Jos, around Rukuba, that, there were attacks happening in the neighboring area, and that the military institutions did nothing. The same thing happened when there were attacks on the airport, the airport's residential area in Kaduna. That was very close to the Defense Academy. They did nothing. They attacked the forestry school in Kaduna. They did nothing. Now they have finally come for them. But the talk is that these people have been there all along. They never went anywhere. The bandits who perpetrated this attack have been there all along. Does the military really need, I mean, if this is something that is of concern to the security agencies, because it was only a matter of time from what it would seem that we're reading that these attacks were going to happen, they didn't really need to wait this long before they took action against people they knew were a security threat to not just them, but also the people around their environment.
Yeah, Makwe, I may also shock you that some cadets have been abducted before now. And when they took these cadets away, and they demanded for ransom, as low as 400,000 naira at that time, the cadets were released after the ransom were paid. And the cadet told them that where they took them to, that they could hear the parade going on in NDA, that they were not taken far away from NDA, that every morning they hear the parade and the programs going on in NDA while they were in the camp of the terrorists. You are right. These people live around NDA. It's about social-cultural issue. As long as you're a Muslim and you speak Fufude or Hausa, you can do whatever you like and fraternize with the military and go in and out of the barracks. You are saying that the attack did not happen on Friday. Of course, it will not happen on Friday, but they have enough time to carry out surveillance. They have enough time to have insiders that will work with them. The problem is that journalists should go around our military institution this Friday and carry their cameras and see the decadence, the security breach that goes on every Friday in all military institutions across Nigeria, and tell the Minister of Defense to put a stop to that. The defense institutions, they are sacred. They are not where people can come on Friday, throw open the gate because they want to come and do Jumat. The truth is that on Sundays, we don't have such, invasion of our premises by Christians to come and pray or to come and do whatever on Sundays. But for the 35 years I spent in the military intelligence, if you go to Tego Barracks in Apapa, it's the same. The Tego Barracks is where I was trained as an intelligence officer. It's the same. On Friday, they will troop in. They throw it open. It's religion. And because we must think about solution. The Minister of Defense should stop this. They should make pronouncement and stop it. Every Friday, people should go to various mosques around them to pray and maintain the sanctity of our military institutions. That's what
so I
I
wanted to know if this has been an issue before now. I mean, has this been anything that, the people at the top in the military have found as a source of concern? Let me raise an instance. For instance, we know that at almost every security institution, even on the roads here in Abuja, before you can enter the same road that leads to any military institution is divided in two. There are huge barricades to prevent anybody from just entering, so to speak. This became a source of concern for the military, in terms, especially after the attacks on the police headquarters. Has this been a source of concern for for the top brass of the military to say, hey, look, if we're taking these steps to put barricades, then this is also going to be a source of concern for us. What can we do about it? Have they elevated this discussion?
At defense headquarters, every Monday, even if you go this Monday coming, you see they're always there to discuss intelligence and security brief. We discuss all topics there, including the issue of Muslims gathering every weekend. All those barriers you see at defense headquarters. And that's why I'm talking to the media. They should go there on Friday. The barrier is no longer there. It's open because it is Jumat. And this is when they come to carry out surveillance. If you look at what happened in Mogadishu Barrack, it was the same. That was the time they went there and blasted the place and killed a lot of people. It's these same people that are allowed to have access on Fridays and become members of the mess because they are, it's a social cultural issue. So I think we should begin to look. The Minister of Defense should put an end to this, because for 35 years of my stay in the military intelligence, it has been the case. Both naval institutions, Air Force institutions, Army institutions, even the Department of State Services. Once it's Friday, the gates are thrown open. And people come from outside. And there'll be no space. They'll be all over. If you go to Defense Headquarters on Friday, this Friday, you'll see them littered everywhere.
If I could just comment now, this conversation is usually quite tricky. I mean, people listening, some might take different perspectives to it, thinking, oh, is this a religious thing? Is this an ethnic thing? They ask, is it only Muslims you have in the military? Is it only people from this certain cultural, heritage that you have in the military? And I'd like us to tackle the issues. You have mentioned what you have called the core, as it were, of the problem. How do we tackle this without viewing it from a religious spectrum, an ethnic spectrum? Because you know well, Nigeria is quite, polarized across, these groups, ethnicity and religious. How do we tackle it without coming off as though you're inciting people, on those lines?
You see, one thing I discovered in this country is that when it comes to religion, everybody is very sensitive. But the fact I have laid bare is from the experience of 35 years of military intelligence. So I'm not coming to the air to whip up sentiments, no. I have been in the system. I work with Abacha government. I work with Babangida government. I work with Abdul Salam. I work with Yaradua Obasanjo as a core insider of corporations. I belong to a group of people that you are not supposed to see, people that you are not supposed to hear, because we have 3 classes of military officers. I belong to the wars group. I lost my family because my family does not have to know where I have been, where I have gone, and I cannot talk. I've seen Colonel Lu here, I've seen Stan Lambo. Some of us belong to that group that we are not supposed to be seen, and we are not supposed to be heard. The truth I'm telling you now is not about sentiment. Is that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized. This is a fact. Except you want me to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on the issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him. He's in this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before 1966 now. And whoever is coming back to repair this country has a lot of work to do. This country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. We have never been this much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government. So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that listen to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that
This country is bigger than an individual.
You listen to this secret, this my review. This is not a new video, like I said. This happened during time of Buhari. And when you look at what is playing out now, this is beyond just normal bandit insecurity happening in the country. This is beyond that. And this is the reason Islam is Sharia law. That it shouldn't be a must that people must obey whatever you believe in, must obey your religions. We have other countries, they have different religions. And it is a free will. Right of religions, right of this, right of that. You don't have to force anybody to accept your religion, to believe in what you believe. It is not going to work. Why is this? Because when I'm talking like this, say, why is Muslim this violence radical? Because every Muslim you see, some of the leaders of the Muslim, they know themselves. They are so radical. All of them, they are radical. We don't all this radicalization. What is the meaning of wanting Nigeria to be Islamic country, to be a Muslim country? I said this before. Is it when this country becomes a Muslim country, you replace the existing law to a Sharia law? Is it when the leaders will suddenly wake up? So what is the benefit of every citizen of this country if the country becomes a Muslim country, being Islamized? What is the benefit? Is it them, the leaders that have failed woefully? Is it when they will suddenly wake up? And when you look at it, imagine in National Assembly, that one. Can you imagine? And the thing is, people are doing this. It's like the Christians are not reacting the way they should react. That is even my problem and the worry. You see the direction, the handwriting in the wall is very clear. We say it doesn't matter, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But we, the Christians, we kept quiet. We are not doing anything. We are not pushing forward to say, okay, it's not going to happen. If you give me one, I give you two. We keep quiet, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But these people are pushing harder and they are saying it with everything they have. Some people are even betting. Why some people are even threatening that this is a practice of Islam. This is what their Muhammad, this is what their Jesus said. And I did a video, listen to what this man said. Evangelist Mohammed, who just recently granted an interview podcast with Abe Damina. Go and listen to everything he said on that podcast that have been trending for days now. Do you understand? So why is, I know it is not going to work. This country will never be Islamic. I still believe in that. Nigeria is a secular state country. Why do you want it to be an Islamic country? It's not going to work. We can only cause problem, chaos, and innocent people will always be the victim. Because when you look at it now, in some of the northern states, this Sharia law is already operating in some of these 5 or 6 states in the north. Sharia law is already existing. It's already working there. Even some in Yoruba land, some yes, in the south. Yeah, and this Kwara state now that becomes the bandits that have become the house of the bandits now. Yeah, so this is not the time to keep quiet. You look at the Senate, the trajectory now. The vice president is a Muslim. President is a Muslim. The former president that gives room to these issues to come up is a Muslim. Now again, we want to bring in, people want Atiku to come in again as a Muslim. So that even if Atiku come, he decided to pick a Christian. Why must Christian be? Yeah, I know Christian was once a president, but we shouldn't have 3 in a row, a Muslim president, 3 in a row. Buhari, Tinubu. If at all Atiku comes in now, God forbid. I mean, I don't even want, but if there is nothing anybody can do, if it works for him, then 3 presidents in a row. Even if you want to push somebody from the north forward, can't he be a Christian? Do you understand? If you want to push somebody from the north forward to take over from Tinubu, it should be a Christian. Look at everything this man said, and this has been the agenda. If you look at the map now, if you look at the map, I don't even have the map here already. If you look at it now, green, yellow, and red or black, you see the Islamic country is penetrating. It's penetrating. So if Christians now say, okay, and we don't want this Islam, we don't want it, it's not going to happen. The way they are pushing, we are pushing, it will result to violence. 2 religions are fighting. And like I said, it will become a problem. What we are saying today, dangerous. And these people now, they know the problem of this country, that this is just a matter of religion. This is just a matter of religion. Look at everything. You listen to all the Muslims now. They speak. This is their agenda. This is their agenda. Now, do you know the reason of they having meeting every time, peace talk, they're discussing all of it. Look at everything this man revealed, all the secret he revealed. Do you know if this is part of the agreement with Tinubu? Reasons why he has not been reacting until Donald Trump intervention. Do you know reasons? And vice president a Muslim, a president a Muslim. Now everything they are discussing is all about religion. It's all about their religion. They don't know anything about Christian. That is the problem. So anytime they are this, if we have a Christian as a vibe, as it always be, maybe that one would be, he will be opposing some of their decisions, some of their plan. He will be opposing, even if he has nothing to do, he cannot change it. Actually, he will still come to the media house to speak about some issues. This is what is happening. But now there's nothing like that. You get my point? I don't know why. I know it's not going to work, but yes, they are pushing forward. They are pushing forward, not just in Nigeria, every country. Reasons why America do not want this Islamic law. They don't want it. They banned it. In Europe, they banned it. In China, in Germany of recent, they don't want any, excuse me, they don't want any Sharia law. They know the danger, the implication. And everywhere they enter, they want to take over. They want to take advantage of every other religion in that place. They want to take the leadership. They want to take advantage of them. Because these people are quiet. Anyways, it's just it's the time for Christians. In fact, the Christians, all they are old, some of the leaders, the Christians leaders, some of their old is they are busy collecting tithe and offering. They don't look about other things. That's why I like one pastors from the south who knows, who have been consistent in saying this, that this is their plan, this is their plan. Christians need to wake up and continue to do. We can't have, it's not going to work. And if you look at the constitutions, go and check how many times the constitution of Nigeria mention Sharia law, Sharia law, Sharia law. How many times they mention Christians in that constitutions. And these people feels like they are the owner of this country, and the law should be reprised. And again, we can't have two separate laws in the country, Sharia law and Christian law. It's not going to work. Like what they were trying to do in Kwara State, or is even working there. Then, if a Muslim found guilty of something, you go to Sharia law to judge you. And if a Christian, you go to a Christian law to. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Eh? So now just imagine now, the Christians that are supposed to speak about these issues, who are supposed to oppose some of the things they are doing, the Christians Leader Association, we have them in National Assembly, we have them in different positions, if not a president and vice president. Do you understand? Just imagine of recent now, Bishop Kuka, that respected man, before now, if I let me even put it this way, we know day one, we said you cannot defend Tinubu without being stupid. Right? You can't defend him without look stupid, without losing your integrity. You lost your integrity. Now, look at Bishop Kuka, a well-respected man. Before this issue Donald Trump started, he said the killing going on in the north, this is a Christian genocide. Right? Christian genocide, he said. But of recent, I think in March this year, when Tinubu appointed him as one of the vice chancellor in the north, what's the position? Yes, I know Tinubu appointed him of recent this year, March this year, 2025. Then few months after this issue, okay, this man now, he changed mind. He denied that there is no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. And now you are supporting these people because you are now working for Tinubu. Can you imagine a Bishop Kuka? Can you imagine? Anyways, it is all right. What do you think about it? Do you think Sharia law, or this country will be Islamized? This man said it, that they will Islamize this country, but it will take time. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, but their aim must be fulfilled. What is happening today? What do you think? Please leave your comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that you get to see updates like this next time. I'll be your guy, run that for me now.